Chinese pot. That's the way to learn Chinese. Chinese pot, Chinese pot.
Hi everyone, welcome to Chinese Pod. My name is Gwilym.
Hi everyone, this is Fee.
Today we have an elementary lesson and we're going to be learning how to say come in, go out.
Yeah, so I'm in here. Oh no, come out here. So the focus of today's lesson is how you express entering into a space and leaving into a space and giving people cues like come out here or go in there.
So this is a very important part of Chinese to know how to use these kind of directional verbs. So let's get straight to it.
好的. Alright, well before you listen to today's dialogue, I just want to clarify the term 房间, and that's room. You're going to be hearing that a couple of times. See if you can figure out if they're telling them to go in or go outside of the room.
Okay, let's listen to the dialogue 3 times.
好的. 对话第一遍。
你在哪里？
在这里呀。
我进来房间里了，没看到你。
我不在房间里，你出来。
你在外面吗？我出去。
好，你快出来。
第二遍。
你在哪里？
在这里呀。
我进来房间里了，没看到你。
我不在房间里，你出来。
你在外面吗？我出去。
好，你快出来。
第三遍。
你在哪里？
在这里呀。
我进来房间里了，没看到你。
我不在房间里，你出来。
你在外面吗？我出去。
好，你快出来。
Oh my God.
What's wrong?
Look at this. A legal letter. See? They claim that our product name and website infringes on their trademark.
But we have a registered website and a domain name. But did you ever file a trademark?
They are actually demanding that we sign over our domain name.
Did you know that not having a trademark registration is not only important for the brands and trade names you use for your goods and services, but also for your website? Don't risk losing your domain name and social media pages because of a trademark dispute. The Trademarkers Network of intellectual property attorneys can file your trademark reliably and also give you guidance if someone else before you has filed or registered a trademark with your brand. Go to www.trademarkers.com today to make sure you get the brand protection you deserve.
Translations.
你在哪里？
Where are you?
你在哪里？
Where are you?
在这里啊。
Here.
在这里啊。
I'm here, of course.
我进来房间里了，没看到你。
I've come in the room. I didn't see you.
我进来房间里了，没看到你。
I've already come in the room. I didn't see you.
我不在房间里，你出来。
I'm not in the room. Come out.
我不在房间里，你出来。
I'm not in the room. You come out.
你在外面吗？我出去。
Are you outside? I'll go out.
你在外面吗？我出去。
Are you outside? I'll go out.
好，你快出来。
Okay, then come quickly.
好，你快出来。
Okay, come out quickly. Woo, lots of going ins and coming outs. So let's break that down for you guys.
Okay, before we talk about today's dialogue, let's get a couple of the key terms down first. First, let's talk about this word 进.
J-I-N, fourth tone.
That is to enter. Okay? And the other term is 出.
C-H-U, first tone, means to exit.
That's right, and you'll see this on a lot of signs that say exit, 出口. 进 and 出 are keywords that give us cues as to whether they're entering or exiting a space. But you might be moving into a space and you might be coming out of a space. So in Chinese, you need to clarify the direction of where you're going.
Now in Chinese, it's very simple. You use these two words, 来 and 去.
Yes, that's right. So we need to put this 进 and 出 together with 来 and 去. So let's talk a little bit about 来 and 去. First of all, most phrases will happen from your own perspective. If you're heading towards a particular point or you want someone to head towards you, you would use 来 来, which is also the term for to come, right? So if you want someone to come, you want them to come to this, your particular point. So you would say 来, 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 来. Now the second term, 去, is when you're leaving a particular point, right? Or you want someone to leave this point. If you want to say go in, 进去, 进去, go in, you want them to leave your point, right? This point that you're standing on. So you're like 进去, 进去. Now, sometimes these perspectives can change depending, because you might put yourself in the shoes of the person you're speaking of, and we'll deal with that later. But generally speaking, when you're heading towards a point, you would use 来, or you want someone to head towards a particular point. Maybe it's where you're standing. You would use 来. And if you want someone to leave, to go away from a particular point, you would say 去.
At this point, 去 kind of sounds like a sneeze, which is leaving your body, departing, going away from your body.
That's right. 出去, 出去. It's like, go outside. All right, let's put together what we've learned so far. If I'm an interviewer, and I'm interviewing you, Gwilym, and I want you to come in, I would say, 进来. Come in, right? Enter into the space, 进, and 来, head towards this particular point that I'm standing at. 进来.
Okay, so come on in.
Yes. And if I want you to leave, I would say, 出去, 出去. Exit out of the room and leave this particular point I'm standing in. 出去. 出去.
Okay, we've got those two, so how about the other two?
So imagine I'm the secretary outside the interview room, and I say to Gwilym, Gwilym, you can head in now. 进去, 你可以进去了, you can head in. So I want you to enter the room but leave my point. 进去. And then if I see you hesitating as you finish your interview, I'm like, come on, 出来, 出来, come out, come out.
Okay, come out towards me.
That's right.
Okay, so now we've got those 4 terms. Maybe you want to write them down just to get it straight in your head. How about we look at the dialogue?
Okay, so let's start at the beginning of the dialogue where we hear him say, 你在哪里?
Okay, the most common phrase to say, where are you?
你在哪里? And she goes, I'm here. Of course I'm here. 在这里呀.
Now you could say, 我在这里啊, but it's obvious it's you speaking.
That's right. 在这里啊. And this just adds a kind of tone of, I'm here. Where else would I be?
He says, I've come in the room and I didn't see you.
我进来房间里了，没看到你. So let's talk about this first part. 我进来房间里了. 房间 is room, 里 is
Inside.
And this 了 is just an action complete marker, right? He's completed the action of going into this room. Now let's look at this 进来. So 进, first of all, is to enter into a room, and 来, he's headed towards a specific point, right? That point being that room, right? That was his goal. He was heading towards that space. 我进来房间里了，没看到你。
I did not see you.
看到 is to see. 没看到 is didn't see.
Now she says, I'm not in the room. Come towards me.
我不在房间里. I'm not in the room. You come out, right? You head towards this specific point. Exit the room and head towards this specific point. 你出来.
Now he says, are you outside? What's the word for outside?
外面. 外面. And can you guys guess what inside is? We just learned the word for in. That's 里. So if 外 is out, 外面 is outside, then 里面 would be inside. 外面, 里面.
And this is a question. Are you outside?
He says, well, I'll go out then. 我出去. 我出去. So I'll exit the room and I'll leave this point. 我出去. So it's from his perspective, right? He's leaving that point.
Now at this point, I'm wondering, could he also say 我出来? Like I will come out towards you.
Of course you can. There are some native speakers that would choose to say 我出来, right? I'll head towards you. Now at this point, I just want to say I'm being very specific about the definitions of these terms. It's because I want you to have a good foundation moving forward, so you're not confused with these terms. The difference between saying 我出去 and 我出来 in practical usage, there's not much difference, right? Because you're saying, sure, I'll come towards you. But there is that subtle difference of which perspective you're taking. And this notion of the shifting perspective of speaker is very important as you go forward learning Chinese, because sometimes we do shift to the perspective of the person you're speaking to, while most of the time the sense of time, the sense of place centers around the speaker.
At this point, he's speaking about himself. I'm going to leave where I am right now.
没错, that's exactly right, Gwilym.
So she says, okay, come towards me quickly, because she's probably tired of waiting.
Yeah, she says, 好，你快出来. I want you to quickly exit the room and come towards me. All right, one more time. 进 is to enter into a space. 出 is to exit a space. 来 is when you go towards, you head towards a particular point. And 去 is to leave a particular point.
Okay, well, let's listen to the dialogue 3 times.
好的.
Hi, my name is Lucy, and I wanted to tell you about some of the changes that we are making to our podcasts. So, in the past, we maintained one podcast in which we have been publishing all our episodes across all proficiency levels. But we listened to a lot of feedback, and you were telling us that it's not really beneficial for a beginner to have advanced level podcasts in the mix. And likewise, intermediate and advanced learners do not really benefit from beginner lessons. Therefore, this August, we will split our feeds in separate feeds: Chinese Pod Newbie, Chinese Pod Beginners, Chinese Pod Intermediate, and a Chinese Pod Advanced, which will be in Chinese only with no English. So, why am I telling you that? It is because if you are subscribed to this feed, you will suddenly see podcasts ending. And that won't be because Chinese Pod is no longer publishing those, but because you need to pick your specific feed. For any more information, or if you have any feedback on our podcasts, we welcome you to visit ChinesePod.com/podcasts.
对话第一遍。
你在哪里？
在这里呀。
我进来房间里了，没看到你。
我不在房间里，你出来。
你在外面吗？我出去。
好，你快出来。
第二遍。
你在哪里？
在这里呀。
我进来房间里了，没看到你。
我不在房间里，你出来。
你在外面吗？我出去。
好，你快出来。
第三遍。
你在哪里？
在这里呀。
我进来房间里了，没看到你。
我不在房间里，你出来。
你在外面吗？我出去。
好，你快出来。
Now today we've learnt the character 出, which means to exit, and in my daily life I see this on signs everywhere for kind of car parks or the airport.
Yes, because 出口 means exit.
Now we've also learnt the word 进, which is the opposite of 出, so why do I see another character when I see the word entrance?
Good question there, Guillem. So the two characters we learned today, 进 and 出, are action verbs, but the terms you see, entrance and exit, are nouns. So the noun version of entrance is slightly different. We see 入口 and 出口, 入口 being entrance and 出口 being exit. And an interesting point, if you want to use the formal word of entering into a space, you would actually say 进入, to go in. So it's like two words that mean to go in.
And that's a formal usage, right?
That's right.
Okay, at this point I think we should do an episode about going upstairs and coming downstairs because it's a similar structure.
That sounds like a great idea, so do watch out for that lesson.
Okay, well we hope you enjoyed today's lesson and we'll see you guys next time.
我们下次见。再见。
As usual, ChinesePod provides an extensive selection of learning materials for this lesson on its website, www.chinesepod.com. You can access this lesson directly with the lesson number 3061. So just go to www.chinesepod.com/3061 and you will find a transcript, vocabulary, and much more. The link again, www.chinesepod.com/3061.
Chinese Pod, Chinese Pod.